On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Dabble.
To engage in an activity in a casual or superficial way, to dip a foot or hand briefly into a liquid.
Examples:
Dabble in a hobby. Dabble at French. They often dabble in new business ventures, but only commit partially.
Curator.
A person whose job is to manage the objects or artworks in a museum, art gallery, etc.
Examples:
Curator of a library. Interim curator. The museum curator conserved the ancient manuscripts.
Architecture.
The art and science of designing and constructing buildings.
Examples:
Architecture design. Classic architecture. The city is known for its impressive architecture and beautiful old buildings.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Sponge.
A soft material with many microscopic pores that can absorb a large amount of liquid and is used for washing and cleaning.
Examples:
Sea sponge. Metallic sponge. The tiny marine sponge has existed for more than 500 million years.
Absorb.
To take in a fluid or other substance gradually.
Examples:
Absorb energy. Absorb a shock. The sponge absorbs water well.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Curate.
A clergyman who is in charge of a parish, a person in charge of a museum, gallery, or church, responsible for the care and display of its collections and exhibitions. Verb, to carefully select, organize, and maintain items in a collection, exhibition, or presentation.
Examples:
Perpetual curate. Curate an art website. The art museum has hired a curate to select and display pieces from its collection.
Preview.
An early look or showing of a movie, book, or other creative work before its official release or presentation, a brief overview or introduction of something.
Examples:
Preview screening. Trailer preview. We watched a preview of the upcoming movie before it was released in theaters.
Exhibition.
A public event or display of works of art, scientific or industrial objects, or other items of interest, usually held in a museum or art gallery.
Examples.
A personal exhibition. Exhibition opening. The art museum is hosting an exhibition of contemporary paintings next month.
Elastic.
Flexible, resilient, or adaptable. Noun, a stretchy material or band that can be stretched and then returned to its original shape, something that is flexible and adaptable.
Examples.
Elastic body. Elastic waistband. The skin of a snake is remarkably elastic, allowing it to slither through tight spaces.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples.
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples.
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples.
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Rhythm.
A strong, regular, repeated pattern of sounds, words, or musical notes that are used in music, poetry, and dancing.
Examples.
In samba rhythm. Irregular heart rhythm. He beat out a jazz rhythm on the cajones.
Pace.
The speed at which someone or something moves, or the rate at which something happens or changes.
Examples.
At your own pace. The runner's pace. The economy is growing at a supercharged pace.
Zone.
A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way.
Examples.
Time zone. Zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new.
Multitasking.
The ability to do more than one task at the same time. The state of doing more than one task at the same time.
Examples.
Computer multitasking. Multitasking ability. She could finish all her work on time because of her multitasking skills.
Automatically.
without needing a direct human control.
Examples:
record driving automatically. Automatically adjusted. Our subscription plan is automatically renewed.
Stretch.
To make or be capable of making anything longer or broader without hurting or breaking.
Examples:
stretch along the coast. Stretch a story. Some herds have been observed to stretch hundreds of kilometers.
Nonetheless.
In spite of what has just been said or done, nevertheless.
Examples:
we are nonetheless confident. Love him nonetheless. They each choose nonetheless to battle.
Exceptional.
Standing out from others in a noteworthy or superior way, unusually good or impressive, representing an exception or deviation from the norm.
Examples:
exceptional customer service. Exceptional career opportunities. Her exceptional talent in music allowed her to become a world-famous performer.
Viewpoint.
A way of thinking about a specific subject, a place from which something can be viewed, especially in an area of natural beauty.
Examples:
a scientific viewpoint. Aesthetic viewpoint. We looked at this issue from a different viewpoint.
Resistance.
The act of defending oneself from an aggressor or refusing to accept something.
Examples:
resistance movement. Resistance to insulin. The bill to increase the consumption tax had passed despite much resistance from the public.
Clog.
To obstruct or block up a passage, pipe, or system with an accumulation of thick or sticky matter, to impede or hinder the progress or movement of something.
Examples:
clog a filter. Clog artery. The drain was clogged with hair and needed to be cleaned out.
Mechanism.
A part of a machine, or a set of parts that performs a task, a natural or established process that occurs during a specific situation or reaction.
Examples:
the mechanism for DNA replication. Defense mechanism. He discovered unique mechanisms for photochemical reactions.
Malaise.
A general feeling of discomfort, illness, or unease whose exact cause is difficult to identify.
Examples:
emotional malaise. Societal malaise. The country is experiencing economic malaise.
Discomfort.
A feeling of being uncomfortable physically or mentally, or being embarrassed, a slight pain.
Examples:
endure discomfort and pain. Discomfort in the abdomen. He felt no discomfort as the dentist drilled his deadened tooth.
Elasticity.
The ability of a material to return to its original shape after being stretched or compressed, flexibility, adaptability to change.
Examples:
Elasticity coefficient, skin elasticity. The elasticity of the rubber band allowed it to stretch without breaking.
Cherish.
To hold someone or something dear, to feel or show affection for someone or something.
Examples:
Cherish a stuffed animal. Cherish relationships. She cherished the memories of her childhood.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Display.
To exhibit or show something to others, often to attract attention or demonstrate its features, properties, or value.
Examples:
Display merchandise. Display artwork. We need to display our products in an attractive way to attract customers.
Slide.
To move or cause to move smoothly along a surface without interruption.
Examples:
Slide a card across the table. Slide a glance. If necessary, you can slide the front seats forward.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Renaissance.
A new growth in activity or enthusiasm in anything, particularly art, literature, or music.
Examples:
Artistic renaissance. Industrial renaissance. Folk music is now experiencing a renaissance.
Gigantic.
Extremely large.
Examples:
Gigantic proportions. Gigantic monsters. He was so hungry from the long journey that he had a gigantic appetite.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Peter.
To fail or lose power, efficiency, or value gradually before coming to an end.
Examples:
Eventually peter out. Begin to peter out. The music just petered out.
Nanoscale.
On a scale that can be measured in nanometers equals 1/1000th of a meter, on a very small scale.
Examples:
Nanoscale device. Things at the nanoscale. This process improves the strength of the metal by controlling the nanoscale lattice structure of the metal.
Quantum.
The smallest amount or unit of something, especially electromagnetic energy.
Examples:
Probabilistic quantum theory. Laws of quantum mechanics. Big techs are now eager to develop quantum computers.
Physics.
The science of matter and energy and their interactions.
Examples:
Nuclear physics. Laws of physics. He studied the physics of radiation.
Renew.
To begin or resume something again after an interruption.
Examples:
Renew a contract. Renew its corporate image. I have to renew my passport by the middle of September.
Passion.
Intense, driving, or overpowering feeling or conviction.
Examples:
Passion hobby. Passion drive. Her passion for cooking is evident in every dish she prepares.
Atom.
The smallest unit of ordinary matter that forms a chemical element, composed of a nucleus and one or more electrons bound to the nucleus.
Examples:
Oxygen atom. Neutral hydrogen atoms. The outermost electron shell of an atom determines its chemical characteristics.
Tinker.
To make repairs, adjustments, or improvements to something, especially in an experimental or makeshift way.
Examples:
Tinker with the bill. Tinker with the settings. He spent the afternoon tinkering with his car engine.
Brand.
A type of product, service, etc., made by a particular company and sold under a specific name, identification mark on the skin of livestock, criminals, etc., made by burning.
Examples:
Create a brand logo. The brand of the new car. There's a new brand of hero in the movies now.
Affair.
Event, situation, or subject that is significant from a political or public perspective, a secretive or illicit sexual relationship.
Examples:
Current affairs. Domestic affairs. Some critics say this exhibition will be a big affair.
Cultivate.
To prepare and foster land for growing crops or plants.
Examples:
Cultivate a field. Cultivate relationships. University is a great place to cultivate our minds and expertise.
Founder.
A person who establishes an organization, institution, or business, the structural component of a ship or boat that provides stability and resistance against capsizing.
Examples:
Founder of a company. Nonprofit founder. The company's founder envisioned creating innovative technology that would change the world.
Seed.
A small, hard, often round, a reproductive structure that contains a plant's genetic material and is capable of growing into a new plant.
Examples:
A seed coat. Seed money. He planted the seed in the soil and waited for it to sprout.
Multimedia.
Relating to or involving the use or combination of several different media or communication formats, such as text, graphics, audio, and video.
Examples:
Multimedia presentation. Multimedia design. I love using multimedia tools to create engaging presentations and projects.
Salon.
A place for social gathering, especially for exchanging ideas and discussing artistic or cultural matters. A place of beauty treatment, such as a hair salon.
Examples:
Beauty salon. Cultural salon. She frequented the salon for intellectual discussions and to keep up with the latest cultural trends.
Apology.
An act of saying or writing that you are sorry for something that has been done wrong or that causes a trouble.
Examples:
Genuine apology. Accept his apology. She wrote a letter of apology to the renter.
Fest.
A festive celebration, often one that lasts for several days and involves music, food, and other forms of entertainment.
Examples:
Film fest. Beer fest. The music fest was a huge success, with thousands of people in attendance.
Elegant.
Pleasing and graceful in appearance or manner, or showing good taste and refinement.
Examples:
Elegant design. Write elegant sentences. She wore an elegant evening gown to the gala.
Equation.
The act of regarding as equal, mathematics, a statement that expresses the equality of two expressions by connecting them with the equal sign.
Examples:
The equation of poverty with ignorance. A chemical equation. In this class, you will learn how to solve quadratic equations.
Collaborate.
To work with someone else to produce or achieve something.
Examples:
Collaborate with the police. Collaborate on a press release. She agreed to collaborate with him in creating new artwork.
Physicist.
A scientist who specializes in the field of physics.
Examples:
Talented physicist. Theoretical physicist. Einstein was an outstanding and famous physicist of the 20th century.
Architect.
A person whose job is to design plans to be used in making something, such as buildings.
Examples:
Landscape architect. Architect of the peace accord. The building architect tried to build the house above the tree.
Installation.
The act or process of fixing furniture, a machine, or a piece of equipment into position so that it can be used. The act or process of putting into an office or a position.
Examples:
Installation fee. A medical installation. The Queen attested the installation of state ministers to their portfolios.
Serpentine.
Characterized by twists, turns, or curves shaped like a snake, sly, cunning, or devious in behavior or expression.
Examples:
Serpentine road. Serpentine design. The Serpentine River snaked through the lush forest.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Sect.
A group of people who follow a particular religious or philosophical belief system, especially one that is regarded as outside the norm or mainstream.
Examples:
Sect beliefs. Secret sect. The minority sect believed in a set of unconventional religious practices.
Instance.
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Stimming.
A behavior often exhibited by individuals on the autism spectrum characterized by repetitive bodily movements or sounds, such as hand flapping or rocking, often used as a form of self-regulation or sensory stimulation.
Examples:
Autistic stimming. Stimming therapy. Autistic children may engage in stimming behaviors, such as rocking or hand flapping, to self-regulate.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Alphabet.
A character set that includes letters and is used to write a language.
Examples:
Letters of an alphabet. An alphabet of manual signs. He strove to memorize the Hebrew alphabet.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples:
Stress protein, protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Literally.
In the real or original meaning of a word or phrase, in a literal sense or way, not figuratively.
Examples:
Translate literally. Bite his tongue literally. He literally jumped out of his chair when he heard the news.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Stud.
A small object with a head on one end and a sharp point on the other, used for fastening clothing, leather, or other materials. An animal used for breeding, typically a male horse or bull that is of superior breeding stock. Verb: to decorate or adorn with studs, to provide with studs for support.
Examples:
Horse stud, wall stud. He bought a new stud to attach the strap to his watch.
Royal.
Relating to or belonging to the king or queen or a member of their family.
Examples:
A royal palace. Prince Royal. She is willing to give up her position in the royal family to marry him.
Tutor.
A person who teaches or gives private instruction in a particular subject or skill.
Examples:
Freelance tutor. Tutor student. The skillful tutor helped me improve my grades in math.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Element.
A fundamental or essential part of something.
Examples:
New design elements. Non-metallic elements. Natural selection is an essential element in Darwin's theory of evolution.
Nail.
A thin, pointed piece of metal with a flat head used for fastening things together. The thin hard layer covering and protecting the outer tip of the fingers or toes.
Examples:
Rusty nail. Nail clipper. He used a hammer and round nail to fix the loose board on the fence.
Grab.
To take hold of something or someone suddenly with a hand, especially in a violent way.
Examples:
Grab an audience. Grab an opportunity. Shall we grab a bite to eat? Particle. A small piece of something, a word or piece of a term with grammatical function, but little or no significance.
Examples:
Charged particle. Particle energy. We can calculate the position of the particles statistically.
Obsess.
To fill the mind of someone continually so that one can't think of anything else.
Examples:
Obsess over her weight. He is obsessed with the fear. He's utterly obsessed with his promotion.
Mate.
A person's partner in marriage or romantic relationship, an animal's sexual partner, a peer or friend, of the game of chess, checkmate, which is the winning condition of the game.
Examples:
Smoking mate. Dog-loving mate. I need to find a mate for my female guinea pig so she doesn't get lonely.
Enhance.
To increase or improve the quality, amount, or strength of someone or something.
Examples:
Enhance value. Enhance the flavor of the vanilla. The new strategy will enhance the profitability of our company.
Typewriter.
A mechanical device used for writing, consisting of type keys that, when pressed, imprint ink onto paper or other writing material, mainly used before modern computers, printers, and word processors took over.
Examples:
Typewriter keys. Electronic typewriter. I found an old typewriter at a thrift store and used it to write my novel.
Sperm.
The reproductive cell produced by a man or male animal.
Examples:
Man with a low sperm count. Production of sperm. The male sperm fertilizes the female egg.
Inject.
To put a liquid such as a drug or other substance into a person's or an animal's body using a needle and syringe equals small tube.
Examples:
Inject under the skin. Inject a personal opinion into a debate. Let's try to inject a bit of enthusiasm into your performance.
Poem.
A piece of writing that emphasizes the expression of feelings and ideas by paying particular attention to diction, sometimes rhyme, rhythm, and imagery.
Examples:
A narrative poem. Poem to the dead. A great poem is a fountain forever overflowing with the waters of wisdom and delight.
Ejaculation.
A sudden and forceful expulsion of something from the body, especially of semen, during sexual activity, a sudden and forceful expression of emotion or sound, similar to a cry.
Examples:
Ejaculation disorder. Inhibited ejaculation. Diabetes and multiple sclerosis are among the medical conditions that can cause retrograde ejaculation.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Tissue.
An ensemble of similar cells of the animal or plant that together carry out a specific function.
Examples:
A facial tissue. Loss of muscle tissue. The researcher separated the nervous tissue for microscopic examinations.
Mixture.
A combination of different elements, substances, or entities, usually in non-uniform proportions, resulting in a homogeneous or heterogeneous blend of physical or chemical properties.
Examples:
Mixture of emotions. Perfect mixture. The paint was a mixture of different pigments to achieve the desired color.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Assignment.
A duty or task given to someone, usually as part of their job or studies.
Examples:
Finish the assignment. Assignment of interest. My assignment was overwhelming and complicated, but it was also exciting.
Vitro.
Used as in vitro, a scientific experiment or procedure that takes place outside of a living organism, usually in a test tube or petri dish.
Examples:
In vitro fermentation. In vitro diagnostics. The lab technician used in vitro fertilization to help the couple conceive.
Ugly.
Unattractive in appearance, unpleasant to look at.
Examples:
An ugly sound. Ugly building. The ugly truth was that he had been lying to her for months.
Steak.
A thin slice of meat, typically beef, grilled or fried and served as a main dish.
Examples:
Steak dinner. Salmon steak. He ordered a rare steak for dinner.
Cow.
A domesticated mammal with characteristic features such as a hump, large udders, and curved horns that is raised for its milk or meat.
Examples:
Cowherd. Dairy cow. The farmer milked the cows every morning before breakfast.
Countryside.
Rural areas or regions outside of cities and urban centers often characterized by open fields, farmland, forests, and countryside scenery.
Examples:
Countryside scenery, countryside lifestyle. The small village in the countryside was perfect for a quiet getaway.
Scan.
To examine something hastily, with the eyes or with a machine, to get information.
Examples:
Scan the face of a man. Scan a document into PDF. She stood on the podium and scanned an audience.
Organ.
A part of the body of an animal or plant that has a particular purpose and performs a specific job.
Examples:
Organ bleeding. Damage to internal organs. These infections have the potential to impact practically every organ system.
Resin.
A sticky, viscous substance typically obtained from trees and plants, particularly conifers and evergreens, a material used in the manufacture of adhesives, plastics, and other products, particularly those that require stiffness or abrasion resistance.
Examples:
Tree resin. Synthetic resin. The guitar was coated with a resin layer to protect the wood and enhance the tone.
Reproduce.
To make a copy of something such as a picture, piece of text, music, etc., to produce offspring through a sexual or asexual process.
Examples:
Reproduce the painting. Reproduce by myself. By dividing and creating copies of themselves, bacteria reproduce.
Banal.
Lacking originality, creativity, or freshness, uninteresting or dull, due to being overused or overly familiar.
Examples:
Banal conversation. Banal plot. The restaurant's menu had a banal selection of generic dishes with no unique or exciting options.
Leather.
A material made from the skin of an animal, typically by tanning, and used for clothing, shoes, furniture, and other items.
Examples:
Enameled leather. Leather boots. The leather jacket was worn in but still comfortable.
Minuscule.
Extremely small, tiny.
Examples:
Minuscule amount. Minuscule letters. This or emits minuscule quantities of radiation.
Excuse.
A reason or explanation, either true or invented, given to justify a fault or defend your behavior. Verb, to make someone free from blame or clear from guilt.
Examples:
Excuse for inaction. Perfect excuse. He quickly fabricated an excuse for not attending the meeting.
Topic.
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples:
a serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Resolution:
A firm decision or determination to do or not do something. The action of solving a problem, dispute, or conflict. The quality of being resolved or determined. The clarity and sharpness of an image or display.
Examples:
Resolution of a conflict. Display resolution. He made a New Year's resolution to exercise more and eat healthier.
Phase:
To disturb or disconcert someone, often causing them to lose their confidence or composure. To unsettle, intimidate, or fluster.
Examples:
Phase a decision maker. Unlikely to faze him. I won't let a little criticism faze me from pursuing my dreams.
Comfort:
A state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint.
Examples:
Words of comfort. Comfort level. He found comfort in the warm embrace of his loved ones.
Manipulate:
To influence or control something or someone to your advantage, often in an unfair or dishonest way.
Examples:
Manipulate figures. Vulnerable to manipulate. Please tell me how to manipulate this computer.
Universe:
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
Theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Devote:
To commit or dedicate oneself or one's time, effort, or energy to a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Devote all of my energies. Devote my own life. He devoted himself to studying the history of ancient civilizations.
Fry:
To cook food, especially meat or fish, in hot fat or oil.
Examples:
Fry an egg. Fry over low heat. She devoted herself to frying the chicken in a pan until it was crispy and golden brown.
Chimpanzee:
A small, very intelligent ape found in West and Central Africa with black or brown fur.
Examples:
Chimpanzee behavior. Chimpanzee society. Many zoos have chimpanzee exhibits, allowing visitors to observe these intelligent primates up close.
Chromosome:
A long and string-like DNA molecule containing the part or all of the genetic material of an organism that controls what an animal or plant is like.
Examples:
A sex chromosome. The end of chromosome. Human females normally have two X chromosomes.
Distinguish.
To notice or understand the difference between two people or things.
Examples.
Distinguish these two things. Distinguish man from the other animals. This study distinguished 4 different ways to run a business.
Visualize.
To form a mental image or concept of something, to make something visible.
Examples.
Visualize data. Visualize flying through space. She tried to visualize the layout of the new house in her mind.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples.
Visual navigation. Field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Choreography.
The art and technique of arranging dance movements and patterns in a work of ballet or modern dance, the sequence of movements and positions in a dance.
Examples.
Original choreography. Choreography art. The dance performance featured intricate choreography.
Graph.
A picture consisting of a line, lines, points, etc., that shows how 2 or more sets of certain quantities are related to each other.
Examples.
Graph theory. A graph sample. This bar graph shows sales over the past 5 years.
Diagram.
A simplified illustration of the appearance, structure, or workings of something.
Examples.
3D diagram. In a diagram. He is drawing a diagram illustrating how the equipment operates.
Homologous.
Having the same or similar structure, position, or function, particularly in different species or organisms, related by common ancestry.
Examples.
Homologous genes. Homologous structures. Homologous recombination is a process that can occur during DNA repair.
Aesthetic.
Connected with the enjoyment or study of beauty.
Examples.
Aesthetic value. Aesthetic feeling. My aesthetic standards are quite different from hers.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples.
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Presentation.
The act of formally introducing or displaying something to others. The manner in which something is presented or given visually, verbally, or otherwise.
Examples.
Presentation skills. Presentation slides. She gave a fantastic presentation at the conference and received a standing ovation.
Dumb.
Lacking the power of speech, unable to speak, stupid, or lacking intelligence.
Examples:
Dumb creatures. Struck dumb. He made a dumb mistake and forgot to submit the report on time.
Blonde.
Of a light, yellowish brown or golden color, typically describing hair color, also spelled blonde, a female with such hair color.
Examples:
Blonde fuzz. Ash blonde ringlet. She's a natural blonde and doesn't need to dye her hair.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
Non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Contemporary.
Belonging to the same or present time.
Examples:
Field of contemporary art. Contemporary leaders. Contemporary music has gained different followers from existing music.
Promising.
Having the potential to be successful, helpful, or beneficial, showing signs of future success or achievement.
Examples:
Promising idea. Promising start. Several top teams scouted promising young athletes.
Collective.
Done or shared by every member of a group of people.
Examples:
Right to collective bargaining. Collective ownership. Product development is a collective effort.
Laptop.
A portable computer that is small enough to be carried around easily and used on your lap.
Examples:
Bring my laptop. Thin and light laptop. I need to finish this report by tonight, so I'll be working on my laptop all day.
Collaboration.
The act or situation of working together to create or produce something.
Examples:
Collaboration between companies. Collaboration platform. The partnership program requires a mutual collaboration between both agencies.
Mash.
To crush or grind something into a soft, wet, pulpy mass, to talk or behave amorously, without serious intentions. Noun, a mixture of crushed malt grains and hot water.
Examples:
mash his words. Potato mash. She mashed the potatoes with a fork until they were smooth and creamy.
Merry.
Cheerful and lively, often with a sense of joyfulness or celebration, characterized by a happy or festive mood.
Examples:
merrymaking, merry laughter. We had a merry time at the Christmas party, singing carols and drinking eggnog.
Interface.
Computer science, a program that controls a display for the user and that allows the user to interact with the system. Chemistry, a surface forming a common boundary between two things.
Examples:
interface between gas and liquid. The user interface. Detergent weakens the surface tension at the interface of two liquids.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things. To narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship. To empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples:
the balance of power. Asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
a private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Existence.
The state or fact of someone or something existing.
Examples:
the biggest tree in existence. The struggle for existence. He was an atheist and therefore did not believe in the existence of heaven or hell.
Maximum.
The largest or greatest amount or value attainable or attained.
Examples:
maximum limit. The maximum speed. The maximum temperature recorded this summer was higher than average.
Bubble.
A thin, round, and often transparent mass of gas that is surrounded by a thin layer of liquid, a state of economic or social prosperity that is unsustainable and eventually collapses.
Examples:
bubble in the champagne glass. Economic bubble. Many people worry that the current real estate market is a bubble that could burst soon.
Metaphysics.
The branch of philosophy that deals with the fundamental nature and the first principles of reality, including abstract concepts such as being, knowing, identity, time, and space.
Examples:
metaphysics study. The nature of metaphysics. Kant's thoughts provided the foundational ideas for treating metaphysics as a discipline.
Subway.
An underground railway system, typically in a city.
Examples:
Subway train. Rapid transit subway. He took the subway to work every day to avoid traffic congestion.
Isolate.
To physically or socially separate someone or something from other people or things.
Examples:
Isolate a compound. Isolate a patient. You should not isolate them from the community.
Solitude.
The state of being alone and isolated from others.
Examples:
Live in solitude. Enjoyment of solitude. He sought solitude in the wilderness to escape the distractions of modern life.
Expansion.
The process of becoming larger or more extensive, or the result of this process.
Examples:
Industrial expansion. Expansion project. The company is undergoing an expansion, opening new locations in several states.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
A technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Spa.
A resort or facility offering various health, beauty, and relaxation treatments such as massages, saunas, and mud baths, a hot spring or mineral spring believed to have therapeutic properties.
Examples:
Spa treatment. Luxurious spa. The aromatherapy oils used during my spa treatment helped me feel more relaxed and rejuvenated.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Facial.
Of or relating to a person's face.
Examples:
Facial nerve. Facial expressions. Facial profiling is a new form of airport security.
Rub.
To move one's hand or an object over the surface of something with pressure.
Examples:
Rub shoulders. Rub a glass window. She rubbed the sore spot on her leg to ease the pain.
Temperature.
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples:
Extreme temperatures. The atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Isolation.
The condition of being alone or lonely, the act or state of separation between persons or groups.
Examples:
Isolation booth. The country's isolation. That incident led to his isolation.
Presence.
The fact or state that someone or something exists, occurs, or is present.
Examples:
The evidence of the presence. His majestic presence. The path to a solid online presence necessitates a high technical ability.
Military.
Relating to or characteristic of members of the armed forces, of or relating to war or warfare.
Examples:
A military operation. A military leader. The military academy was known for its strict discipline and training.
Physically.
In a way related to a person's body or appearance rather than their mind.
Examples:
Physically and mentally. Stay physically fit. Having a physically healthy physique is essential for a great life.
Blind.
Unable to see, unable or unwilling to perceive or understand the true nature of something.
Examples:
Blind to the beauties. Blind spot. She was nearly blind due to severe diabetes.
Unclear.
Poorly stated or described, and therefore not easy to understand, not easy to perceive.
Examples:
An unclear match. In no unclear terms. It is important not to undertake tasks with unclear objectives to improve productivity.
Shyness.
The quality or state of being worried or embarrassed about meeting and speaking to other people.
Examples:
Lose some of my shyness. Shyness barrier. He finally overcame his shyness.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Enact.
To make a law, to put something into practice.
Examples:
Enact new legislation. Enact the smoking ban. The government enacted this law in 1925.
Manufacture.
To make goods in large numbers, usually in a factory using machines.
Examples:
manufacture an enzyme, manufacture a product. The majority of synthetic vitamins are manufactured from oil.
Bound.
To move forward by leaps and bounds, to form the boundary of something.
Examples:
bounded with delight, bound up a staircase. Canada bounds on the United States.
Prototype.
A first or preliminary example of something such as a device or vehicle from which other forms are developed.
Examples:
complete a prototype product. Early prototype. The flying car is presently in the prototype stage.
Carving.
The act or process of cutting or shaping a hard material, such as wood or stone, into a specific form or design.
Examples:
a wood carving, carving instrument. The intricate carving on the wooden box was the work of a master craftsman.
Foam.
A mass of small air bubbles formed on the surface of a liquid, a substance that forms a lather when mixed with water.
Examples:
the foam on a beer. Plastics foam material. The waves crashed against the rocks, creating white foam.
Fragile.
Delicate or easily broken or damaged.
Examples:
politically fragile nation. Fragile ecosystem. The vase was made of fragile ceramic and easily broke when it was dropped.
Lithograph.
A printmaking process that involves creating a design on a flat stone or metal plate, transferring the design to paper using ink, and then printing multiple copies of the design.
Examples:
lithograph print. Limited edition lithograph. The art gallery showcased a collection of colorful lithographic prints by renowned artists.
Laser.
A device that emits powerful and narrow light that can be used as a tool to cut metal through a process of optical amplification.
Examples:
laser printer. Pulse laser. The company holds patents on core components of laser jet printers.
Solidify.
To make solid, firm, or compact, to cause to become solid.
Examples:
solidify a bond. Solidify a decision. The committee's decision helped to solidify the rules of the game.
Powder.
A dry and fine substance that consists of very small, loose particles.
Examples:
powder additive. Curry powder. She used a powder brush to apply her foundation evenly.
Liquid.
A substance such as water or oil that flows freely and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Colorless liquid. Hazardous liquid. The sponge takes up the liquid well.
Vat.
A large container, especially one used for storing or holding liquids.
Examples:
Vat of acid. A large vat for fermenting beer. The restaurant owner bought a large vat of cooking oil for frying.
Matrix.
A rectangular array of numbers, symbols, or expressions, arranged in rows and columns and often enclosed in brackets, an enclosure within which something originates or develops.
Examples:
The matrix of Western civilization. Matrix multiplication. The matrix of numbers on the spreadsheet allowed the accountant to track the company's profits and losses easily.
Margin.
The space around the edge of a page or document. Finance, the net sales minus the cost of goods and services sold.
Examples:
Margin error. A profit margin. Unfortunately, the book's margin was too small to make notes.
Solid.
Hard or firm, characterized by good substantial quality.
Examples:
Solid ally. Solid employment measures. The solid state of water is called ice.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Implication.
Something that is inferred or indirectly stated, the act or fact of being involved in something.
Examples:
The implication in a crime. The implication of a word. His poem has a very significant implication.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Regard.
To think about or consider somebody or something in a specified way.
Examples:
Regard him as an enemy. Regard the situation as unfortunate. Frugality and industry are still regarded as virtues.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Buyer.
A person or organization that purchases or acquires goods, property, or services from a seller or vendor.
Examples:
Potential buyer. House buyer. The online marketplace connects buyers with sellers all over the world.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Warehouse.
A large building for storing goods and merchandise, especially before they are sold, used, or sent out to shops.
Examples:
A rental warehouse. Warehouse debt. The fire ruined all the food stored in the warehouse.
Retool.
To adapt, modify, or overhaul something, often a system or process, to make it more efficient or effective for its intended purpose or to meet changing needs or demands.
Examples:
Retool a strategy. Retool a business. We need to retool our manufacturing process and invest in new technology to stay competitive in the market.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Artifact.
A person-made object, especially one of historical or cultural interest.
Examples:
Paleolithic artifacts. Peruvian artifacts. The museum has a vast collection of Greek artifacts.
Desktop.
A flat working surface or table that is usually placed on top of a desk, typically used for a computer or other work-related activities.
Examples:
Desktop software. Desktop wallpaper. I need to upgrade my desktop computer since it's become quite slow.
Textile.
Any type of cloth made by weaving or felting or knitting.
Examples:
Textile production. Tissue textiles. China's textile industry has developed rapidly with the input of foreign capital.
Vase.
A container, typically ornamental, for holding flowers or other decorative objects.
Examples:
A ceramic vase. Vase pottery. The exquisite vase was filled with a bouquet of flowers.
Retrace.
To trace again, re-examine, or follow the path or course of something. To go back over something or retrace one's steps.
Examples:
Retrace my life. Retrace a journey. I need to retrace my steps to find the lost keys.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Nowadays.
At the current time, in comparison to the past.
Examples:
Young people nowadays. Not to be seen nowadays. People can clone a sheep nowadays.
Expand.
To increase or to make something greater in size, number, or importance.
Examples:
Expand a lineup. Expand agricultural output. They hope to expand their business worldwide.
Capability.
The ability, skill, or competence to do something, the potential or aptitude for a particular task or function.
Examples:
Capability assessment. Technological capability. The company's pricing strategy limits its capability to compete with other businesses in the market.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
Achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Olfactory.
Relating to the sense of smell, connected with the perception of odors or scents.
Examples:
Olfactory cortex. Olfactory memory. The olfactory senses play a key role in our taste and flavor perception.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
Cancer diagnosis. Cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Reflex.
An automatic and unthinking response to a particular stimulus, a physical reaction to external stimuli.
Examples:
Reflex test. Knee reflex. My leg kicked involuntarily when the doctor tapped my knee with the reflex hammer.
Detect.
To find or recognize something, especially something difficult to see, hear, etc.
Examples:
Detect a bad event. Detect smuggling across borders. The security camera has detected 4 intruders.
Pregnant.
Having a baby or young animal developing in the uterus.
Examples:
Needs of pregnant women. A silence pregnant with suspense. She vacated the position when she got pregnant.
Chamber.
A large room used for a formal, public, or particular purpose, one of the parts of a parliament.
Examples:
A gas chamber. The lower chamber. The surgeon made an incision in the chambers of the patient's heart.
Signify.
To indicate, represent, or communicate something, especially an idea or concept, often through a symbol, gesture, or word.
Examples:
Signify importance. Actions that signify agreement. The red lights on the dashboard signify that the car needs maintenance.
Debate.
A formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position. A public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples:
Debate topic. Debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Endeavor.
To make an earnest attempt or effort, to strive or work hard towards a goal or objective.
Examples:
Endeavor to succeed. Endeavor as much as possible. We will endeavor to find a solution to the problem as quickly as possible.
Scenario.
A description of possible actions or events in the future, a written outline of a play, film, or literary work.
Examples:
The worst case scenario. Number of different scenarios. The president prepared several possible scenarios for an enemy attack.
Accompany.
To go somewhere or travel with someone or something.
Examples:
Accompany a chicken dish. Accompany the book. Please let me know if you want to accompany me to my hometown.
Needy.
Lacking the necessities of life, such as food, shelter, and clothing, requiring the help or support of others, excessively demanding or dependent.
Examples:
Needy families. Needy situation. The community came together to aid and assist those in needy areas affected by natural disasters.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something, relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Calm.
Not excited, angry, or nervous, free from wind, large waves.
Examples:
Calm sea. Calm manner. It was the first time in a long time that I felt truly calm and at peace.
Accessory.
An additional item or object that enhances or complements something else, a supplementary component or attachment, a non-essential but desirable item or feature.
Examples:
Fashion accessory, car accessory. She bought a new handbag as a stylish accessory for her outfit.
Lone.
Solitary or single.
Examples:
A lone flight, a lone house in the field. The lone traveler walked along the deserted road.
Breakup.
The end of a relationship between persons or nations, the separation of something into several pieces or sections.
Examples:
A breakup hug, air breakup. He got over the big breakup with his wife.
Annoying.
Making someone feel slightly angry.
Examples:
Annoying banner ad, annoying habit. The phone call is an annoying interruption.
Plat.
A map or a plan that shows the division and layout of land into lots or parcels, a piece of land typically used for building or agricultural purposes.
Examples:
Plat book, a former plat of farmland. The city planning department keeps detailed plats of all the local properties.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
Plastic doll, rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Leukemia.
A type of cancer that affects the blood and bone marrow, in which abnormal white blood cells are produced and grow uncontrollably.
Examples:
Childhood leukemia, acute leukemia. The symptoms of leukemia may include fatigue, weakness, and fever.
Transplant.
To move or transfer something from one place or person to another, to take living tissue or an organ from one person, animal, part of the body, etc., and put it into or onto another.
Examples:
Transplant a heart. Transplant my family to America. He tried to transplant the seedling into a larger pot.
Spider.
A small, eight-legged creature that spins webs to catch insects as food, a computer program that systematically browses the World Wide Web for purposes of web indexing.
Examples:
Spider venom, web spider. The spider spun an intricate web in the corner of the room.
Gene.
The fundamental unit of heredity and the sequence of nucleotides in DNA that codes for the creation of RNA or protein.
Examples:
gene expression, gene cloning. A defective gene is responsible for the disease.
Mourning.
The act or expression of sorrow or grief for someone who has died, a period of time set aside for such grieving.
Examples:
Mourning period, mourning ritual. She wore black clothing as a symbol of mourning for her grandmother.
Bluetooth.
A short-range wireless communication technology that allows electronic devices to connect and exchange data wirelessly over short distances, commonly used for connecting devices such as smartphones, headphones, and speakers.
Examples:
Bluetooth connection, Bluetooth-enabled device. I need a Bluetooth headset for my conference calls.
Sculpt.
To create a work of art by carving, casting, or other shaping techniques.
Examples:
Sculpt an image, sculpt prototype. He spent hours every day sculpting figures out of clay.
Pass.
No longer fashionable or current, outdated, considered to be old-fashioned or out of date.
Examples:
Passé entertainment, passé trend. Bell-bottom jeans, once considered passé fashion, have made a surprising comeback in recent years.
Afterlife.
Life after death, as believed in many cultures and religious traditions.
Examples:
Afterlife name, corporate afterlife. The belief in an afterlife comforted those mourning the loss of their loved ones.
Tangible.
Real and concrete, able to be perceived, especially able to be touched, of business assets, having physical substance and intrinsic monetary value.
Examples:
Tangible assets. Produce tangible results. A problem that has been pointed out for years finally becomes tangible.
Gastric.
Relating to the stomach or the digestive system, characterized by or causing discomfort or pain in the stomach or upper abdomen.
Examples:
Gastric issues, gastric cancer. After eating spicy food, some people experience gastric distress like heartburn and indigestion.
Concentration.
The ability to focus all your time and energy on one thing without thinking about anything else.
Examples:
Concentration of armaments. His research area of concentration. This exam requires excellent concentration to pass.
Battery.
A device that is placed inside a car, gadget, equipment, etc., and that provides electrical power to them.
Examples:
A dry battery. Battery charging. The engine did not start because the battery was flat.
Flashlight.
A portable electric light with a handle and a switch that can be turned on and off.
Examples:
Flashlight beam. Flashlight batteries. He used a backup flashlight to find his way through the dark cave.
Toy.
A thing, typically a small model or replica of something that is played with, especially by children.
Examples:
Toy store. Toy box. He gave his daughter a new toy for her birthday.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Trace.
To find or discover someone or something that was lost.
Examples:
Trace a telephone call. Trace back to medieval times. Let's trace the origins of some familiar foreign words.
Portrait.
A painting, picture, the likeness of a person, especially one showing the face.
Examples:
A portrait painter. Portrait of a well-known figure. A well-known artist painted this lovely lady's portrait.
Advance.
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples:
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.